Ay, God. Wait, what? You can get them from regular drops? What the fuck? Okay, this is gonna be a lot easier then. This is gonna be a lot easier. I thought it was only a fucking reward from boss. Okay. Well, that gives me hope. And for those who are wondering why I'm skipping over the what the fuck? Why I'm skipping over the people, the robot stuff is I'm just gonna run Benkei Factory, honestly, to get the control circuits and shit, so I'm not too worried about them. Anybody who is looking to farm moon mats, the best place to farm the mats for like large lens and stuff like this, these little alien fucks over here, go to Dew Creek. As annoying as Dew Creek is, go to Dew Creek, and the last room before you get to boss, you have like 40 of them, if not more. So you can knock out two birds with one stone. You can farm your mags and stuff if you're on boost, because I do think 105 mags can drop from there. I've gotten maybe one or two. I've gotten a sky rending from it and a hunter, so though incredibly fucking rare. But you can also get like your Kitsukiyamis and things like that from it, which is why I'm skipping over the logistics side of picking up control circuits, because Benkei Factory is god tier basically for Benkeis. They don't really have to do much. This dude just staggers me. You fuck. Come here. No man. No man. Come here. Okay, dude. You know what? That's what you get for keep staggering me, brother. Get fucked. Oh, fuck. I wasn't aware you can actually get gyroscopes from boss mobs in here, so this might make my life a little easier. I wonder how often it can drop. If it drops oftenly, then I'm just gonna be in and out the first room over and over and over and over and over again. I don't have to run the whole damn dungeon, which is annoying as hell. Because I really don't feel like running it the whole dungeon for all that. Because you can go to Dew Creek, get your scopes. You can go to Benkei to kill your Benkeis if you need control circuits. You can go to golly, the sound is so fucking loud. Getting a headache just hearing it. So how many did I get that time? None. Hey, fuck off. Did you drop one? Nope. Just a bunch of friendship bullshit. But that's why. But you can go to Palace of Rain if you need rotted helms. They drop from the little dudes, that little archer dudes. which is in once you get to Metal Room in not Lacus Mortis, Palace of Rain. It should be. Who did I forget to kill? Oh, you fucks, go away. You can get the little rotted helmets from there. You can get all these mats from the actual event dungeons, specifically Rainbow. But you can farm draw bones from Rainbow. But I find doing Lacus Mortis is probably better because you get more of them to spawn. Palace of Rain, same kind of concept. You maybe get like 6 of them, or maybe like 10 for rotted helms. When you can go to Palace of Rain and get a hell of a lot more than just that. So that's why. Why the hell am I spamming that and I just do this? Fuck. What is my brain? I wish I had my keyboard still. Just hook it up to my dang PS4 and just put something heavy on fucking E. And it spams E for me. That's how I did my marbles so fast. But that's what you can do. Lacus Mortis, I think, has a lot of those little frozen skeleton little dudes that can drop them. I also know that Lacus has 5 big old skeleton dudes that can drop large skulls. But okay, I go bored of this song. Can I go to something else a little bit more? Let's go to this. Alright, are you gonna be an asshole and keep praising me all the time, or are you gonna let me actually kill you? Oh my god, fuck this. Goodbye. I mean, I guess I could use her if I wanted to. It's got iframes, so that fucking spamming ass ability for stunning is not gonna kill me or keep on peeling me over 2 seconds. I have every mat to make my T1, I think Moonlight, Mooncrest, whatever the hell it's called, and then the T3 being the T3, hello? T2 being the Moonbow that I can make, which I'm not too concerned about. I know the T2 from what all my high level friends say is a pain in the absolute ass because you have to farm the ultimate Benkei, and the ultimate Benkei is a pain in the ass. Dude has, if I calculate it right, it has at least 75% fucking damage reduction. This does not apply to Dark. Dark is more like 35, 50, even though he's weak to Dark. So he just has a lot of defense, which makes it annoying. Because if you don't have a good, good Vanguard or something otherwise weapons that can do a lot of DPS. So primarily if you're a bow, spear, or twin, it may not be that hard for you because it's twin, bow, and spear is more or less a DPS build, which is damage per second. So it will help unless you're like a sword or an axe, where axe doesn't really have a lot of multi-hit combos. It's more of a single hit combo, which is, I see a lot of axe people like kind of struggle. Which, you know, is to be expected, I guess. I mean, even me, if I run it on hard by myself, it takes me at least 3-4 minutes to kill him. That's with me full on dark, but I only have really one good dark weapon, which is the Frozen, my Dark Fin. I can make a second Dark Fin, but then again, I'm just kind of like, why would I do that when I can make a raid or something fucking different than just spamming the same weapon over and over again? Which, you know, which was the meta back in the day, I guess. Like, back in the day when people were farming, like, new for XP. But now you have all these fucking overpowered weapons, such as purgs and stuff. I'm not gonna waste my time on actually, you know, spamming the same weapon consistently over and over and over again, unless it's like for a different class or something. Which is what I would do. Like for me, I'm a twin spear. I mean, my sub is spear, but I haven't really invested my time in my sub pellet. How do I use her again? This one? Okay. Yes, die. Die, asshole. Blech. Oh shit, I just realized you can get electro voice from him. Hello? I did not realize that. Like anything else from rewards? Oh shit, he gave me 3 that time. Hello. I'll take it. I need 200. I need 200 and then I need like 50 electroloid things, which is fine. I might not be able to actually craft my weapon tonight, as I do gotta work, and I've had to sleep at least 3 or 4 hours, because I know today, like, it's a Monday, so I know my route's probably gonna be fucking heavy. So, you know, heavy and probably filled with fucking dogs, if they give me a country route, so, yay. Fuck off. Ass. Just pick up all these core stones while I'm at it, fuck it. I know Benkei has quite a few slimes, too. Hey, give me. Thank you. You can keep that slow color, buddy. I'm good. Why? Why? Like, Cyberstep, please. Cyberstep, please. Get the fucking carrots out the game. For the love of God, please, get the carrots out the game. Like, no one uses them. I have, like, 10,000 of them, and I don't use them. I just keep, like, literally, I just fucking keep deleting them. Like, they suck. Do you know what? I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think Cyberstep should honestly make better, better consumables for higher tier players, like us, who have, like, 30-some thousand fucking health or something, or 25,000 health. Because 10,000 just ain't cutting it anymore. With the Shenlong Onigiri, just ain't cutting it. Especially you only get 10 a day, and you fight Benkei, Ultimate Benkei, you are going to be flying through Shenlongs. Even if you have a good heal staff. Go away. You know, for the longest time, I had, like, the hatred whenever I did this. Like, it only took me, like, an hour and a half or so, or maybe an hour and 15-ish minutes to, do the whole 2 parts of the story that I wasn't aware of, which is funny as hell. Someone told me, you know you don't even have story done, right? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, there wasn't story to the moon, hello? He's like, no, there's a new one. I'm like, ah? I felt stupid as hell. Not realizing that there was like an actual update to story. I know it was this update, but I didn't know I missed 2. I was like, what the hell? I've been farming like a madman. Like I've been farming a lot of 130 mags. I keep going back and forth between making three 130 ice mags or making 3 fucking Kotanoa mags, but man, I really don't feel like making 3 Redux mags because at the same time, I think they're kind of, I mean, they're strong, don't get me wrong, but I think they're a little overrated. Like, I have 1 on me. You know what I mean? I have 1 on me, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, do I want to be one of those guys that rock 3 Kotanoas? Or not have some sort of uniqueness to my own build and character to where I am using actual element mags that support a specific element. So if I'm fighting someone weak to ice, I would switch to my 130 ice mags. If I'm fighting someone weak to thunder, I would switch over to lightning mags, 130 lightning mags, and so on and so forth. I already have Cilios, so that's kind of, what the hell was I looking for? Oh. Not that. Not that. Go away. Yes, it was that. Fuck. My brain. Yeah, we need 200 precisions and 50 of these, which, if I'm correct, it's kind of like farming, like, Worn Map and all that. Not Worn Map, Jolly Rogers and shit. But everything else I have. Like, I have a lot. Besides my Lightstones. We're not going to look at that. But I have enough of these. God damn, I have 91. How many fucking times did I run that dungeon? Holy fuck. And only 5 blazing water. I honestly, like, I don't know what is actually better to run for blazing water. Whether it's the other Benkei or this Benkei, the Benkei Ultimate on hard. Because, I mean, I am quite aware that not even me, I can't do hell by myself. Like, I can do hard by myself in, like, 4 minutes, but hell, I don't even want to try. I know it'll probably at least take me 6 to 8 minutes. Because I got his patterns and shit down, so that's not the concern for me. Like, I got all of his attack patterns down. I know when to perfect block and things like that. It's just fighting him, he is annoying as hell. Man moves way too much. And in my opinion, that damn damage reduction is way too damn high. I understand he's a robot, but dude. Like, you have to make the actual weapon to do some damage to him. Like, if you make the Moonlight what I'm going for, then you make the T2, you're gonna have 100 plus damage to robotic enemies. But at the same time, you cannot run dark on that weapon because it negates dark by like 80 or 40. So even with Cilios, you're not gonna really be doing that much damage to dark if you hold that weapon, because the weapon itself negates dark. Even me, I have 2 Michi days, which gives me 80 dark. Like, it gives me, I think, 80 dark. No, 80 ice and like fucking 60 dark. Or maybe the other way around. I think like 60 ice, 80 dark, because I know one of them are 40, one of them are 30. So you can take that as it may, but in my opinion, I don't. Aside from the weapon being basically a free perg, if you really want to put it that way, it's a free perg that you can make. But it is, you know, everybody complains or tells me, hey, you can make this weapon and not bother with the actual element on the weapon. I'm like, if you use a element on a weapon that it is tailored to, it's going to be that much stronger. Like, I remember when I was like a 110 or some shit, and people would bash me in the head because I wasn't using the right skills on weapons that had element values, such as like Gargs. back in the day. Like my good friend Spider Maki, and then after Spider Maki left, then it was Harai Suzu. That was training me. They told me always use a weapon based on the actual elements, because it's not gonna do you no good if you sit there and fucking. I'm curious, how much damage does this do? Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay. Just spam this then. Cap. Delicious. Oh, love to see it. Is this dungeon only drops like horoscopes? Oh, I'll beat my record. Oh, it does drop something else. What does it drop? Oh, electrodes? Hey, I didn't. Okay, well shit, no, that's the thing. I think my fastest run in this dungeon, without me having to go around and pick shit up, was like 2 minutes and like 15 seconds. Like, I run this dungeon quick as hell. If I'm really just focusing on just getting to the boss over and over again, instead of worrying about picking up shit. That's why I don't like looking at ground loot, because once I figured out that the scopes drop on the floor, now I'm just like looking. Because I know you can get at least 4 from the boss. Well, 2 from the floor, 2 from the clearance, if you're lucky. But when I bunch them up like this, it's not that bad. Hey, man. Yeah. Like, there's 1 I just picked up. Like, I only seen maybe 2 in a floor, and I'm on a 300% boost. So, is it really worth to me? I mean, if you can pick up at least 2 on each floor, I mean, you know, maybe, but at the same time, I don't really see the understanding behind it. Because you need 50 Electroloids anyway, so you're gonna have. If it's exactly like running for Jolly Rogers and shit, you're gonna have way more fucking scopes, even just by boss clearing. Why are you not dead yet? Even just by boss clearing. Because the boss can drop 2, the dungeon can drop between 1 and 3 or 4 from clearance, so it just depends. I've only seen the highest is 3. I don't know if you can get any higher than that, but yeah. For those of you who are curious on where I've been as far as my Onigiri content, I know a lot of my fans basically either unsubbed or died out, don't watch me no more, watch other people, whatever. It mainly because I think I touched on this in another stream. I think I deleted it though, I don't remember. It was because I have been doing this for close to I think I'm right there along. I think by March, when my birthday comes around, it would be 10 years that I've been playing. It would be 10 fucking years. Because I remember starting this around like 13 or 14. And I remember just clearing that, like doing this. Like before, when I first came, got saved and stuff, I wasn't like touching this. I think there was another player that was running Dew Creek at the time with a Miyamoto, and I asked him if the game was like very lustful and shit. I remember that back in the day when I was so skeptical of the game. But now I just see it as a game and don't really give a fuck. But oh, I didn't just want it faster, man. Also, I had somebody mention to me, in a really old, a really old thing is, why do I constantly do this? Like, why do I not have a back button for my skills instead of going all the way down the list, and going up again, down? To be personally honest, it's preference. Because my L2 is my zoom in, zoom out for camera. And my R2 is to switch skills. To me, I personally like it that way. I don't like going L2, R2, L2, R2, L2, R2 back and forth. I'm used to a lot of like games like this? You mean where you have to constantly think, or where your R2 is your skill palette? Like if I were to get very what the hell? If I were to get very kind of practical, a lot of fighter games that I have played, your R2 is your skill palette or your sub palette, and where your ultimates and your regular skills are, such as like whenever I was playing Dragon Ball back on like PS2 and PS3, I think PS2 or PS3. PS3 when I was playing like Battle of the Gods back in the day, R2 is where I had it set to for my sub palettes. Um, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, a lot of it was literally fucking just R2, holding on R2, and then your X, Y, square, whatever the hell would be your ultimates or your regular skills. That's just what I'm used to. Don't judge me. I don't know why I do that. I just like doing it. Because that's just kind of the thing that I do. I know a lot of people say their finger would fall off doing it my way, and I'm like, well, you know, I am actually a PC gamer. I was not a console gamer. I was a PC gamer. So me using left click with my finger, you know, is not hard for me to do. Like my finger does not get tired, like at all. It may cramp, but it doesn't get tired. Like I can't like just shake it off and continue to go. You know what I mean? Like I have long fingers, and it does take a lot of. It takes a lot of effort to not kind of clip my fucking R2 button to where on a keyboard where my long fingers can actually work, and I can go to like 8, 9, and all that. I don't actually have to look at my keyboard to know what key I'm pressing because I have the keyboard layout in my head. Which is the same way where I can type without looking at my phone, because if you look at your phone, it's laid out the same exact way as a keyboard, just in your hand. It's the only difference. And it's more jumbled up together, but if you know a keyboard like the back of your hand without having to look at it, you can type without looking. Literally. It's not that hard. I remember training my muscle memory just to actually be able to do that, to where I can just look at the person's message, not have any emotion toward it, look at it, read it, reply, while like keeping my eye on the road. Because the only thing you're really using is your thumb. I know some people type with both hands. I type with one. I don't use that iOS drag to the letter thing where people can like drag a little line to the letters and type all that. I literally do not know how to do that to this day. And I've had iPhone for a long time. Like I used to be an Android kid until I started seeing that Android is basically dog shit compared to fucking iOS. I will say in terms of gaming, Android does have iOS beat. But as far as like, you know, like app running and things like that, I find that iOS or you know, Apple is actually better. You know what I mean? Like better, in my opinion, than, you know, than Android. Like Android, if you use Google Maps, and I've used like Woz and all that for like when I'm delivering, whether with Amazon or FedEx or whatever the hell else company. I always find Apple Maps to be the most correct than Google. Google will have you driving in fucking circles. Especially if you're, let's say you're in the country where I live and you have no fucking cell reception. I find that iOS runs a little bit better than Google, than Apple, Android systems. Android system has they have a bad problem with overheating a lot. Every phone does if you keep it out in the in the sun. But you know, if you're in a FedEx truck, whether you're in a van, you know, a Cutaway or a P700 or a P1000 or a P1200, everybody knows us FedEx drivers, we do not get AC. We don't get AC, and some of the trucks have like little phone mounts and some don't, so you have to like place it on metal, and metal is a conductor to heat. so it does not do very well to heat. It causes it to get very hot, so if you keep your phone on there long enough, I mean, your battery is gonna, phone's basically gonna say, hey, I can't operate because I'm too damn hot. Some phones can shut off to, you know, preserve the battery and stuff like that, which is, you know, possible, but you know, I always try to keep it on my lap when I'm driving. But, you know, I mean, FedEx is a pretty easy job. You know, it's damn sure not Amazon, I'm gonna tell you that. But, like, if you can lift 150 pounds, 200 pounds every single day, you know, and deal with, like, over 100 stops every damn day, you know, more power to you. But, bro, 200 stops, you know, it's a lot. Especially when you're in the country areas like, well, I'm not even gonna name them, but, you know, the country areas that we do, there's like 2 routes in that building where that, like 85% of that fucking route is just fucking dirt roads, and none of them are actually like proper dirt roads. They're old and bumpy as hell, and they suck. You got the craters, like potholes and shit the size of Texas, what makes the whole damn truck dip. Not to mention, now, would I rather do a country route over a city route, or a country route that has residentials and a lot of dirt roads and very little businesses? I'd rather do that, even though in the country you're going to bump into a lot more dogs, and I get sick and tired of hearing people say, oh my, why the hell did I do that? I get tired of people saying my dog don't bite. I've been bit 3 times. To the very same phrase of my dog don't bite. To those who are wondering, FedEx drivers, they, unlike Amazon, you do not get any compensation at all for being bit or otherwise. So, in terms of reality, like, FedEx doesn't want you to bring back packages, but at the same exact time, you know, sometimes, man, like, you don't want to get codes, you don't want to get DNAs and shit like that, so you try to deliver packages. But there are some houses where you cannot tell there's a fucking dog there. The 3 times that I was bit, there were no signs of dogs. None. One time I got bit was because of a neighbor's dog, who ran across to the house I was delivering to, and I got bit, and I literally picked up the fucking dog and slung him across the fucking yard. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing about FedEx. The thing about being any sort of delivery driver really is dogs. But the thing I hate more than dogs is highway stops. Hello viewer, how are you? The thing that gets me about, you know, much like this is very repetitive, is when you deliver, you know, you got 3 things you gotta worry about when you're delivering. The top 3 that I can figure out when I've been delivering for years is, you know, getting stuck, dogs, and highway stops. You know, and those are the 3 that I can't stand. Like, the 3 that I hate doing, or the main ones I hate doing, let's just say, like, the highway that I do on a route that's NC 72. During the morning, it's not that bad. During the afternoon, these motherfuckers do not care. They will hit your ass. They do not care, because they're up to their eyebrows with, I need to rush home from work because I got fucking the president there waiting for me, and they don't care. There's only been one time where I have delivered on a highway and I was being chased by a fucking dog, and my truck was on the other side of the highway because I walked across the highway, and I had like maybe one person, there was no other oncoming traffic at the time coming, I had one person literally block both of the lanes to help me get to my truck before I was bit by the damn German Shepherd. I only have one person actually do that. to help me. And then there was another, I think it was another person. I was in a cul-de-sac in a neighborhood, and there was, I think it was like a pincer or some shit. I don't really remember, a pointer or something. Yeah, the dude, like I was in a cul-de-sac, and it wasn't quite like neighborhood. I wouldn't say neighborhood. It's like a country. I was in the country, but it was like a very small like subdivision in the country, um, where I had to, like I pulled over. I heard a dog barking. Oh shit. I heard a dog barking, but I thought they were in a fence because I've been to the neighborhood several times. I've never seen a wild dog. Um, there's even a sign when you come into the subdivision that says "Keep your dog leashed." Um, Never seen a dog there, ever. And it was kind of like a pincer poodle looking dog. I don't know the actual name of it. But, you know, at that time I'm not going to say he chased me. I'm going to say that, you know, he ran at me and I thought he was actually going to bite me. But it turns out, like, the owner came outside because his garage is open, so his dog came out. The dude was laughing at me, and don't get me wrong, I did get pissed because it's not funny when you're carrying a 85-pound dresser and you can't technically drop it, because you're basically fucking up someone's furniture. People on my specific route, instead of me like jumping to everybody else's route who can't come in because their stomach hurts or some crazy bullshit. I'm not aware of everybody's dogs. I'm only aware of my route that I did have. And so I know the dogs there like the back of my hand. I know which ones bite, which ones don't. And the thing that gets on my nerves is when someone comes out chuckling, knowing full damn well that their dog is very territorial and very aggressive. So if there's anybody that's on my channel that delivers Amazon, FedEx, UPS, USPS, DHL, any, yeah, the top dogs that I will tell you to actually personally be aware of are German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, King Shepherds, Pit Bulls, Doberman, Great Dane, a lot of the common dogs that are very territorial. Things like Siberian Huskies. In all of my delivery career, I have never seen a Siberian Husky be mean. I have never had a Golden Retriever be mean, even though there's somebody on my route that said they swore to God that my Golden Retriever buddy and my 2 German Shepherds, I try to attack them. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Yeah, like there's no way, because I've only seen 3 nice German Shepherds across all the routes that I have done. Like one is on 335, and one of them were on my route. 2 of them were on 335, which are like brothers basically. And people laugh at me when I assume that their dog is going to attack me. I'm like, dude, I was attacked when I was a kid by a German Shepherd and put in the hospital and had stitches on my leg. Like I was drug across the fucking yard. So yes, I am mortified of German Shepherds or any damn thing that looks like one. I can't help that. I can't help that future of about me is anytime I see a German Shepherd, I freeze like a deer in headlights. Like I start sweating. And there's, anybody that was attacked by any breed of dog, if severely injured with their legs pouring blood, I guess they would feel the absolute same fucking way. I've gotten over that fear to a degree, but like I said, I still have that kind of shake that I do when I see one. So it's not like I intentionally harbor hatred toward German Shepherds, but any dog that is, like, I've walked up to full-on pissed off pit bulls and didn't flinch. German Shepherds just hit different. I don't know why. Because German Shepherds have, I think, like 325 pounds of bite pressure, which it only takes 215 to crush your arm. And at least the bottom part of your arm, where your elbow goes to your wrist. That part they can crush in just one go. A pit bull, full-blooded pit bull, rather, blue or red nose, has about 245. German shepherds, along the lines of 300, 295 to 300, and surprisingly, Siberian Huskies, full-blooded Huskies, have about 315 pounds of bite pressure, and the Belgian Malinois being above them. So, you know, I don't know why I'm ranting about my job, but, you know, hey, I'm trying to make conversation. But it is quite annoying to deal with as a delivery personnel. If you're not afraid of dogs, I get it, but you do have to exercise caution, because if you get bit, one of two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get fucking fired, because you're not supposed to actually get out of your truck, period. Unless you know that dog. Like, there are like my route, like, I know all of my dogs. None of them attack me. There is one German Shepherd on my route where, I swear to God, this dude will not let any other driver get out and step on that dude, onto that girl's yard, except me. Like, there's been footage of that German Shepherd chasing another driver that was substituting in because I was off for me, and chased his ass all the way out the fucking yard. And when I go there, he just comes up to me, wiggles his tail, even though I'm probably more terrified than the driver was. And he just comes up to me, sniffs. I play fetch with him, you know what I mean, for a good 5 minutes. You know, and that's the thing. Like, even though I'm terrified of German Shepherds, he clearly likes the hell out of me. I don't know why. Now, at first, he wasn't like that with me. First, he was kind of an ass. You know what I mean? But the more I sat there and tried to, like, deliver the packages on top of the girl's car or something like that, you know, the more and more used to he got to me. You know, that's just the thing. Is the more you do a route, you know, and the more the dogs see you every day, the easier the more that those are going to remember you. In particular, your scent. Not so much what you look like, but your scent. And that's the thing about dogs, is they can really remember people based by their scent. Everybody thinks they have memory of you. I'm like, no, they don't have memory, but they have scent. That's how a blind dog knows where his owner is all the fucking time. Because, you know, of scent. Because everybody, including females, give off a certain pheromone, certain scents, from the soap to your pheromone, your hormones, and things like that. That's why a lot of dogs will come up, and even though I don't like this, and I always shoo dogs away when they do this, because to me it's weird, but that's just how dogs communicate. Some dogs will, for men, dogs will come up and smell a man's crotch. So, as weird as that is, but that's how dogs are. Because that's where all the main, like, pheromone release and all that stuff is for men. Women, kind of the same way. You know, well, not kind of, is same way. Like, my dog would do that all the time with my girl and all that. And she'd go, ew, what the hell? I'm like, oh, he likes you. Yeah, you know, my husky was a fucking trip. That's just how dogs communicate, and they also communicate by looking at you in certain ways. But there was one dog on a person's route that was aggressive, even though he's been running that route for 2 or 3 years. I ran that route maybe 5 or 6 times, and since then, I've actually helped that dog to calm down. to delivery drivers, at least. I'm not sure about everybody else, but now he doesn't have a problem with that dog anymore. Because if you look at a dog in the eye for more than like 3 to 5 seconds, you're challenging him. You're challenging him. If you look at a dog in the eye for a second and look down, that's to a dog, not to a human, but to a dog, it's surrendering, or kind of a respect. A sign of respect. No, not with every dog does that work. If that dog, you get out that truck and that dog immediately takes off after you, get your ass back in that truck and don't get out. Because some dogs are just sense, kind of like when a man gets pissed off and angry and can't think straight. It's kind of what a dog does when he's on pure just fight or flight instinct. It's scary when you see like 2 or 3 damn dogs coming at you with a pack of damn teeth, dog. Because, like I said, dogs can kill a person in seconds, man. It may be a cowardly move to be afraid of a damn dog, but you got a dog that's 120 fucking pounds and with 300 plus fucking pounds of bite pressure, even 200. Yeah, bro, you. I don't give a fuck. You ain't Hulk Hogan. You ain't gonna take 2 or 3 dogs down by yourself. Even cops, man, when they raid people's houses, they're incredibly, like, on their heels when it comes to actually, like, going into someone's house that has dogs. They always unholster their weapon if they know there's a damn dog there. There's been a few times where I've been mean to people's dogs, where I've grabbed them by the collar and threw them. Mainly because they're trying to bite me. Some people are like so rude to delivery drivers, where I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. And this is what made me hate one route so bad, to where I almost kicked the dude's door in and went after him. So on a scanner, we have scanners and we scan packages in. And the customer note said, customer RIQ, which means customer requirement, RIQ back door. So I went to the back door. The guy had I think maybe a young, maybe I'm not gonna say adolescent. It was like if I were to put it in human years, maybe a teenage pit bull. He had a teenage pit bull on a harness wrapped around its chest with a leash, a very thin leash for a powerful dog. And when I got to the dude was like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna deliver to the front door." I'm like, "Well, sir, it says customer requirement back door, so I'm delivering it to the back door." And I shrugged it off. I didn't think nothing of it. I shrugged it off. You know what I mean? I didn't raise my voice at him or anything. So I walk closer to him, and he walks to the back of his Jeep. So I walk kind of similarly close to him. He wraps the leash around his arm so the dog wouldn't come to me. The dog jumps up and like does like a spin and pops the harness off of them. Now, this dude, I gave him the package, and then I take off running. This dude looks at me, walks in his house, opens his back door of his little trailer house thing, and shuts the door, doesn't come out to help me. Does not come out to help me. I'm over here running circles around this dude's Jeep. Doesn't do shit. Doesn't even call the dog. But the dude just, like, walked in the house and just shut the door. Like it was my fault the dog got off the fucking leash. Like, bro, hello? And as soon as I get to the front of my truck, you know, I pull a gun as proof of why I'm about to shoot this person's dog. This dude comes out the front fucking door, runs like a bat out of hell to get his dog when he sees the gun in my hand. And this is after me running around for like 3 fucking minutes trying not to get bit. Trying to find out a best way to maneuver to get to my fucking truck before this dog tears a hole in my damn leg. The dude comes out and is like, "Oh, hey, puppy." You know what I mean? And gets his fucking dog. The dog runs right back to him. And bro, I got in my truck, and this is in the middle of the night. This is like 8 o'clock at night, where you can hardly see shit. Man, I got back in my truck, bro. I was so motherfucking mad. I literally about went to the dude's door just to kick in his fucking door. Because who the fuck does that? Wait till the last second when you see I'm about to put your dog down, you're gonna come get your fucking dog. But when the dog's trying to cause me harm, you're not gonna come get him. You just think it's fucking funny and go back into your house like it's an average fucking Tuesday. Delivery drivers are very unappreciated. You know what I mean? From us having to walk, especially heavy shit, across roads and all this other shit, and people just don't care. Like, they're like, oh, you know, it's an easy job for you, da 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 da. I'm like, no, the hell it's not. When you're 115 pounds like me, lifting up something that's 150 to 200 fucking pounds without a dolly or any form of help, and you gotta lift it to the garage or the front fucking door, bro, it's retarded. And then some of them have the nerve to say, hey, can you put it in my house? Now, according to FedEx policy, you're not to go into someone's house, period. I look at people, I'm like, look, I can go up to your threshold, but I can push it into your living room from the steps, from like the front door. People have front doors, and the threshold is, or the safe zone is that little bar underneath the fucking front door. Before you cross over and get into like the living room or wherever the hell the front door is, that is the threshold. You are not to cross over that. I did it again. God damn it. You are not to cross over that. No FedEx or delivery driver. And I tell people I can push it into your house. The only time, 2 times that I have ever made an exception was when an elderly woman at a different station I was working for ordered like fucking 4 big boxes of like Walmart. That was like a bunch of like elderly stuff, like Insure Wars and stuff like that, Slim Fast and shit like that. The only exception was I walked in there and she had like a breather, like a little walk thing that had like an oxygen tank behind her. I felt so bad for her. I'm like, ma'am, can I just put this in your kitchen? Because this is where it's gonna go anyway. And she's like, sure, babe, sure. You know what I mean? That would help me out so much. And I'm like, you know, I walked into her kitchen, and the girl gave me $5. I mean, she gave me $5, and she insisted I take it for being helpful, and she knows that, you mean, I could possibly risk going to jail or losing my job for doing such a thing. I'm like, you are correct. The other time that I have done this was at another terminal, or I think it was at the same terminal, actually, before the one I'm at now, was a woman and the husband or boyfriend ordered a bed frame for their eldest, I guess, daughter or son, and it was long and it was heavy, and she had a trailer on a dirt road, and you know what I mean, it was, you know, decent, not decent trailer. You certainly wouldn't want to live in it for yourself, but hey man, look, it's a roof over your head. It's a roof over your head, right? I mean, I grew up in trailer homes, so like, I mean, bro, like, I live in trailer parks and shit all the fucking time. So when I see things like that, I don't think nothing of it. Makes you remember where you come from, no matter how much money you're making. And the girl she had some steep ass steps where that would lead up to the front door. And I went back to my truck, you know, I didn't have any care in the world at the time, to help them out. But when I seen her come out the door, and I'm like, is that a pregnant lady? Like, her stomach was all the way out, like you could see she was definitely carrying a baby. And she was struggling to get it to her house, like, and through her front door. And I was in my truck just watching, and I was just like, you know, maybe I should just leave, you know, because I was on my front truck. I was already in the seat, buckled up, ready to go. turn around on the dirt road. But I went to the end of the dirt road, popped a U-turn to have my side door facing, and and she was still struggling, man. I'm like, okay. So I got out my truck, and even though it made my time worse as far as delivering an hour, like running stop an hour, I went back over there and I'm like, man, can I just put this in your trailer for you? And she's like, oh, you don't have to put it in my trailer. Can you just push it into where my refrigerator is? My husband's at work right now, and I can't really do it because I'm pregnant, and I wasn't gonna ask you to help me. I'm like, so, I asked her, where are you gonna put it? And she was like, well, it's in this next room for my eldest. I'm like, okay, well, do you want me just to walk it in your trailer and put it over there? I mean, and it's not every day that I ask shit like that, because if something gets misplaced or something like that, they're gonna blame the FedEx driver. Free lawsuit. But I mean, I told her I'm gonna carry it to the bedroom you're gonna set it up in, and I want you to follow me, because that way I even had my phone camera on just to show, in case she were to say some shit. I even turned my phone camera on and to record, so that's the kind of shit that FedEx drivers have to do. But I felt so bad that she was pregnant, I could not stop myself from helping. I'm like, I'm not gonna let a girl who's damn well near about to pop, drag this 125-pound bed frame up her steps into the trailer, and then her boyfriend has to come home and then deal with it, and he's been working all fucking day. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck it. It was like my second or third from last stop. And my other like 2 or 3 stops were like 20 minutes apart from each other. So don't get me wrong. I may have gotten off around like 5 or 6. I think it was like 6:45. It was during the winter, so it was dark. But I couldn't bring myself to let the girl struggle, man. That's like the only 2 times that I have ever actually went into someone's house to deliver a fucking package. Like, even people that I know on my route personally, I will not go into their house, because when I put the uniform on, it's a whole nother ball of wax. I ain't the me outside. I'm a professional delivery driver, professional P&D driver. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna break the law for anybody else. Because there's been one guy at a station where it was a young, I think like a 22, 23-year-old girl, like, misplaced her phone somewhere. I think she misplaced her phone in the garage. And the next day, I'm seeing this dude, like, getting walked off fucking campus early in the morning, being blamed that he stole something from her phone from her house. I'm like, what the hell is this man going to do with a phone? This man's got an iPhone 14. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. The next day, I think like 2 or 3 days later, the girl finds her fucking phone in the garage on like one of her like carpenter table things. I don't know what the fuck to call it. And dude walked out, and he literally said he didn't take shit. Man was mad as fuck, man. And the girl called back, and she actually called back and told him that she found her phone and that she was sorry, it was a misunderstanding. But even then, FedEx got to the point to where they were so fucking mad with that customer to where they took her off the map. Like, our whole contractor was never again to go to her fucking house. Period. End of story, no matter what she bought. Like, a lot of her shit since then went through USP or UPS. Like, FedEx will not touch that girl's house with a 10-foot pole. The guy was just trying to be nice, you know what I mean? And I've had one guy shit talk me, and I literally dialed CPC while I was having a tantrum at me because of what another driver did to his dog. I called CPC, and I let CPC listen to the whole fucking thing. And after he calmed down, I turned around and went down the fucking dirt road where like 5 or 6 houses live at. CPC called told me, "Are you still there?" And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Can you give me that address real quick?" Yeah, and they deleted him off the map too. Like we don't go there no more. I have not been there in God knows how long. Like we do not go to that man's house no more. They heard the whole damn thing. And CPC is like the big dogs above us, like big dogs in like the FedEx department. So, you know what I mean, they were listening to the whole fucking thing on the phone when I dialed it. Man tried to literally get me out my truck to quote unquote beat my ass. And when I did, when I did, I opened up the truck, opened up my driver door, and he slammed the damn door shut. Dude was like in his like mid to late 40s with the like, he was big, he was bald, he had like a kind of a biker gang look to him, and he had a Harley right there in front of his yard. And I looked at that motherfucker, man. I'm like, you know what? As tempting as it is for me to beat your ass in front of your wife and your kid, yeah, you know what? I came up with a better idea to further say fuck you, and I called CPC, and no, he doesn't get shit delivered to him no more. We have to deliver it to the neighbor's house and directly in front of his, and he has to come up there and walk his fat ass over there to pick up something that's over 100 pounds. All because he was having a bad day and blaming another driver for something that another driver did. Like, blamed me because another driver was going like 30 down the damn dirt road, which I get. I understand. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to go above 15 miles an hour on any dirt road, regardless of how smooth it is or not. But, you know what I mean? Dude proclaimed to Jesus that I was going 40 on his dirt road, and they even pulled my speedometer on my truck to see what I was doing, and I was literally doing like 14 to 13 miles an hour. Like, I've been down that dirt road so many times, passed by him, even waved at the dude before. Never caused me a damn problem. But just that day, that man got pissed. I don't know why. He was usually pretty chill. Like, I mean, he's actually giving me like a water and shit. Especially when he ordered, holy fuck. He delivered 4 sets of fucking tractor rotors for his field tractor, bro. And them motherfucking things were 149.9 pounds. 149 pounds and 9 ounces. And I swore to the station, I was like, bro, there is no fucking way that that all 4 of these are 150 fucking pounds. Like, I can lift up 150. I could not lift that shit up to save my life. A dude had to help me. And he looked at me, he's like, no, it's not 150, it's on the website they were proclaimed to be 185 pounds. I was carrying a big ass tractor rotor by myself, the first 2 at least, to the dude's garage, like 10 or 15 feet in front of me. 185 pound rotor, bro, for a tractor. Like, bro, like, I got my workout that day. My back was hurting, bro. Like, my fucking back was killing me the whole day after that, bro. Like, I think I pulled a back muscle when I lifted that 185 pound rotor, bro. I was like, never again, bro. Like, there are even girls that do these routes that are like there was a girl that was on one route, and she was smaller than me, bro. You know, like, literally smaller than me, and handling the same weight of packages. 150 and doing it all by her damn self, dog. I'm like, man. And I asked her, like, how the hell do you deal with it, bro? And you skinny as me, if not skinnier. She's like, oh, I just drive up to the person's fucking door and kick the shit off. Not literally kick it off, but like, she'll shove it with her foot off the truck a little bit, and then she'll just grab it and drag it off the truck. Not like kick it off like, fuck you, bang. Even with me this day, I don't really do that. I will literally tough it out and kind of carry it, like put it over my shoulder or something before I kick someone's shit off the truck. Because it could be glass, and if you kick glass off the truck, and that truck's about at least 2.5, 3 feet off the ground, it's got a high probability of cracking. So, I don't do that. I tough it out. If it's too heavy for me, I will use a dolly. But sometimes a package can be very, like, wide. And the box can be all torn up to shit. And, you can't really put it on a dolly. Regardless of how thin or thick that lip is. Or a, hand truck. You know, and not to mention if you have a dolly that has plastic tires and the dude's driveway is gravel, you're not going to go nowhere very quickly. Which is why a lot of the dollies nowadays have rubber tires on them, so we have to like use actual air, and those just ride right over the gravel and even the dirt sometimes. Oops, even the dirt. But them plastic tire dollies, those plastic dollies they had us using, bro, were fucking buns, bro. I wish Yuna or Riga was on right now, bro. It's like if I can play with them. Running a dungeon by myself is boring. And I gotta do this again for the moonbow. Fantastic. I think it's like fucking 500 for the moonbow now. I think, if I recall, it's like, oops, it's like 500 for a moonbow. Mad annoying. What's up, Fudo? Damn, I haven't seen you in a fucking minute, bro. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Having a good time in Oni? Well, this is a good time with fucking Oni. Until you go fucking fight Benkei, bitch, and then it's a whole other ball of wax, dog. If you fight the Benkei Ultimate, you're gonna have a hard damn time, dog. That dude's a bitch. And the only way you can get your I think 127 is by literally running the actual hell mode of him, and bro, I can clear hard Benkei Ultimate in like I'm gonna say, just to be safe, 4 minutes. Most of the time it's like 3.5, 4 minutes. I haven't tried hell, and I'm not gonna do it without a party. Because he hits like a truck and hard already. Man can two-shot me. Right now I'm just farming scopes to make my T1. I mean, it's already like 12:03, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to make my T1 by the night. I might. I don't know. I mean, as long as I get 2 hours of sleep before both work, I should be fine. As long as I don't have to run 2 routes back to back, then I'll be fucking crying. Like, here's a route with 120, neighborhood route. Get done by 2. Here's another route with 70. It's all country. Get done by fucking 7. I'm like, why the the hell am I running 2 out? Where is this other dude at? Oh. Oh shit, my boost ran out. No! But so far, I'm having a good time. Alright, buddy. I'm heading out for the night. Oh, you're going to bed? Okay. Oh shit, I wasn't even trying to run it that damn fast, and yet I ran it in 2 minutes. I tied my actual fastest time, that's crazy. I gotta actually get me a better boost. Actually, how many more do I have left? Fuck. Oh, good God. So this is very much like running fucking for silhouettes, bro. 121 precision gyroscopes and only fucking 10 electrolytes. This shit here I ain't worried about. Fuck. Is there anybody on that I can run with? Like, please and thank you. Of course not. Why would there be? What was I about to do? Oh yeah, fucking boost. The hell did I get that from? Fucking gotcha tickets. Fucking carrots, go away. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? If poison element 200 or more attack. Where the fuck did I get you from, dog? Hello? Wait, what in the hell? Wait, what? When the fuck did I make 2 Frozen Heart Hail Mags? Huh? Oh no, those are the regular ones. Never mind. I'm about to say, what the fuck? Wait, what did I get from the dunk? Did I get like... What? Moto Tenori. Is that the bow? It is the bow. Shosuzeki fragments. Compass. So you can get a flight element 200 or more. What the fuck am I gonna do with flight element? Hello? What the fuck? Wait, then what's the mag I have on me? Let's see. Oh, Frozen Heart, Hail, Magatama Crystal. That's what I was confused about. I didn't remember this fuck. Fucking Toad Magatama? What the fuck? Why in the hell? Who thought that brain work? Who thought that was a good idea, bro? Yeah, let's go ahead and put in a Toad Magatama, which, if poison element, and it does give poison element, I think I saw like 70 poison, which is fine, because I don't have no poison mags at all, which I might trust. I might trust what? I might use, and test it on the Benkei and see how much, because I think I do have poison venom sublime or poison fucking something sublime for the twin. I don't know what the fuck it does. I've never used it. I rolled it. Didn't care for it. So I'm not aware on what the damage is for poison. But I do have a twin sword that does have a poison build on it. So there's a bunch of poison venoms. But why would you add a mag that's specifically for flight element? That is like the most useless fucking element in the game. Neutral element that is in the game. Like, why is that a thing, dog? Why is flight a thing? What the hell? I think the only one that uses flight to a certain degree would be Oda. But then again, Oda is what, lightning dark? Or fire dark or some shit. I know she's dark. I know fire. I don't fucking know. I haven't used my Oda in a minute, dog. That's certainly interesting to see a flight element mag, bro. I'm like, what the hell is this? I wonder what else you can give me. That's not what I wanted. Oh shit. Ah! I almost fucking killed him. Toad. I mean, Toad I can see being alright, I guess, if you don't have the mags from the... God, what was that event that gave us the fucking poison mags, bro? It was years ago. I think it was when the first form of Kenshin actually released. I also think that's when Poison Venom Sublime was also invented. Back on the very first fucking form of Kenshin was iterated before like Spring Dawn Kenshin and all that other dumb shit. Come here. I'm not gonna pick up any more shit on the floor because I'm just done with doing all that. When I get close to getting 50 Electroloids, I'll start running for scopes because from what I'm seeing, scopes fairly fucking common now. Now that I'm actually aware they drop on the floor. Who's still alive? Come here. This dungeon is not that bad, though. Like, you can get in and out in like 3 minutes. It's not that bad. Fucker. They need to make another difficulty for us higher tier players. Like, you have like normal, hard, and hell. They need to make another difficulty that's not as hard as Purg or Ani, but definitely harder than hell, with, you know, obviously higher health mobs, but it's more forgiving if you can get through that and have like an easier time getting rarer drops from said dungeon, and also the increase in XP since it's a harder difficulty. I think that would be nice. That and adding a little bit more customization options for the main character would be good too. There's a lot of ideas that I have for this game that I would roll out, since I was a developer for games back in when I was kind of pursuing that. I wrote games in Lua and in Unreal Engine. Don't really like Unreal Engine because of how realistic it is. Like with like Unity, you can go with more of a pixel base easier, like more of a anime based shit, than using fucking Unreal Engine because it's basically realistic shit. I don't like realistic looking games. Like a lot of anime games like this. That's the one thing Onigiri has going for it, is it is amazing as far as anime. It doesn't compare to, like, you know, what, Sword Art Online, Hollow Realization and shit like that. There is a new Sword Art game that I'm so mad. there's a new Sword Art Online game only for PS5 that I found out maybe like a week ago, and I'm so pissed off that I can't play it because I don't have PS5. I'm still on a PS4 Slim that I bought 8 years ago. Same controller, same console, even though my PS4 is on its last leg. The reason why I lag so much because one of the secondary capacitors in it blew up, so it's kind of choppy. But it hasn't, like, you know, gave me a yellow light of death or anything like that, or if your Xbox, the red rings of death. It hasn't done anything weird, just slower with booting and loading up apps and shit. Like loading with as far as graphics and loading into dungeons and all that. So I'm really just a step below from where I need to be with consoles, but the PS5 Pro came out, so I plan on getting one of those instead of a regular PS5 or slim model of it. There's no fucking point. since the Pro came out, but I'm gonna be mad as fuck if I get a Pro and then like a week later or somewhere in like mid next year, the 6 comes out. I'm gonna be one mad motherfucker. I still can't believe my brother broke my fucking gaming computer, bro. Oh, I'm still salty even for that, even to this day. Man hasn't paid me a lick of that money back. Like, I'd be alright with 800 if the man couldn't come up with the fucking 1300 that it cost. Give me half, 700, I'll call it even. Man, thought it was better to me at my own shit, man. Building computers and shit. I'm like, nah, bruh. Damn German Shepherd, instead of using the table, man, put it on the floor, cleaning it from the floor instead of on his actual table in the fucking, in the kitchen. Put it on the floor, his damn German Shepherd walked across the motherboard. Cracked my damn motherboard, and I'm like, well, you got a cracked motherboard, you have to replace the whole damn motherboard. Come here. I'm not gonna use a Vanguard on you, I'm gonna bully you. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. You're here. Oh, he gave me a Legend. Hey, I'll take it. Oh shit, 236. That's my fastest now. The funny thing is, when I try to set records intentionally, I can't do it. But when I'm not trying, I'm just running a dungeon just to run it, I do it. I don't get that at all. Come here. I love that skill. But there's one game on PS5 that I really want to play. No, we're not doing that. Like I really want to play Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Like, whenever Dragon Ball Fighters came out, I was a fucking monster at that game, dude. It's like Tekken, and Mortal Kombat had a fucking baby, or Street Fighter. But Dragon Ball wise, I was a fucking monster at that game, dude. Like when the beta came out, I was like top 5 players, and I was getting beat by a lot of really good top 5 players at the time before I rose up and started training religiously on it. Never bought the full game, just during like the open beta and shit I played, and I stayed home and played it all fucking day, and I was just like, I played Tekken, Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, Injustice. I played a lot of those kind of fighting games, but I just never really got into them, like, at all. I was good as fuck at Dragon Ball Fighters, though. And even more so, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Like, I was god tier on Xenoverse 1 and 2. I was the first player to have... Well, no, I'm not gonna say the first player. I'm gonna say maybe one of the top tier players that had over 100 fucking DP, or 100 rank point, over 1,000 rank points, and I was probably top I was top like 15 players to ever to actually achieve the Z rank in Xenoverse. It's not quite like Dragon Ball Fighter Sparking Zero now, where the Z rank and shit is like that. It was a little bit different as far as ranking and how it looked, but I was like top 15 where I was like I even fought like got my ass spanked, but like we did like I think like 5 rounds. I think I won one time and out of the hair of my ass, literally. But I fought, I fucking fought Rhyme Style, and man was giving me the fucking hands with an Earthling. Man was giving me the fucking hands, dog. I'm like, oh fuck. Because those who don't know, usually the Sand Race hits harder and does like strike damage, skills that require like strikes, like strike skills, do a shit ton of damage. But if you have an Earthling with unlocked potential, especially a female, you are fucked. Like you're gonna get walked on. Because the Earthlings, the female Earthlings, they hit hard as fuck if you have unlocked potential, and their combos are a lot better to deal with than the female Saiyans. Bro, I remember fighting him. I won one time out of the 5 we did, and he won the other 4. That man, like when I fought Rhyme Style, I never again fought him again. I was like, no, hell, no, fuck that. Even my friend Phantom fought him and was more of a tie in skill, to be honest with you. But even Phantom was having a little bit of a fucking problem with keeping up with Rhyme Style. And Phantom was like top 3 Xenoverse 1 players. And Rhyme Style wasn't really ranked because he didn't really play religiously like that. But he was fucking good, I ain't gonna lie. You would think that man was like at least top 10. And for me, oh shit.